The shocking truth about fruits and leg strength. When most people hear the word fruit, they automatically think of health. Fruits are colorful, refreshing, and naturally sweet. What could be wrong with them, right? Doctors, dietitians, and wellness magazines often recommend them as the backbone of a healthy diet. But here's the shocking truth that most seniors over 60 never hear. Not all fruits are good for you, and some can actually weaken your muscles, damage your leg strength, and speed up the natural muscle loss process known as sarcopenia. Let's face it, after the age of 60, maintaining strong legs is one of the most important parts of staying independent. Weak legs can lead to poor balance, slower walking, reduced mobility, and a much higher risk of falls. In fact, statistics show that seniors with poor muscle strength are several times more likely to experience life-changing injuries like hip fractures. And the frustrating part? Many seniors try to eat healthier to protect themselves, yet they unknowingly consume fruits that secretly sabotage muscle health. Here's why this happens. As we get older, our metabolism slows down, our hormones shift, and our muscles don't repair themselves as efficiently as they once did. That means what we eat becomes even more critical. Every bite either helps our body fight aging or pushes us closer to weakness. Some fruits are packed with hidden sugars, acidic compounds, or compounds that strip away calcium and magnesium, two minerals absolutely essential for muscle strength. Over time, this constant drain leads to muscle fatigue, cramps, and loss of power in the legs. Think about it. You might be eating a bowl of fruit every morning, believing you're making the healthiest choice possible. But if those fruits are high in fructose or lacking in balancing nutrients, you could actually be fueling inflammation. And inflammation is one of the biggest enemies of muscle strength after 60. Chronic inflammation eats away at muscle tissue, makes joints ache, and slows down recovery after exercise or daily movement. Now, I'm not saying all fruits are bad. Far from it. There are plenty of fruits that are incredibly beneficial for seniors because they're rich in antioxidants, vitamins, and minerals that directly support muscle health. The problem is that seniors aren't usually told which fruits to limit or avoid. Instead, they're lumped together under the broad label of healthy foods, and no one stops to consider how different fruits affect the aging body differently than they do a younger body. In this video, we're going to uncover the 7 fruits you should stop eating right now if you're over 60 and want to protect your leg strength. These are the fruits that drain your energy, weaken your muscles, and may even increase your risk of falls. But don't worry. I'm not going to leave you hanging. For every fruit you should avoid, I'll also give you a better alternative that supports strong, healthy muscles. And let me give you a little teaser. One of the fruits we'll talk about is marketed everywhere as a superfood, but for seniors, it can secretly be one of the worst choices for your muscle health. If you want to keep walking strong, climbing stairs with confidence, and living independently, you need to hear this. Stick with me to the end of the video, because the last fruit on this list is the most shocking of them all. Why muscle strength matters more than ever. After 60, if you're over 60, you've probably already noticed that it takes more effort to do things that once felt easy. Walking up a flight of stairs, carrying groceries, or even standing up from a chair can feel heavier than before. This isn't your imagination. It's the natural process of sarcopenia, the medical term for age-related muscle loss. Studies show that after the age of 60, we lose muscle mass at a much faster rate, sometimes up to 8% per decade. And if nothing is done, this decline accelerates even further after 70. Why is this important? Because leg strength is the foundation of independence. Your legs carry your entire body weight, stabilize your balance, and allow you to do everyday activities without help. The moment leg strength begins to decline, the risk of losing independence skyrockets. In fact, research reveals that seniors with weaker legs are 3 times more likely to experience falls, which can lead to fractures, long hospital stays, and in some cases, a permanent reduction in mobility. But here's something most seniors don't realize. The foods you eat play a massive role in how fast or slow this muscle decline happens. If you're eating foods, or in this case, certain fruits, that strip your muscles of nutrients, overload your body with fructose, or trigger inflammation, you're actually accelerating this decline without even knowing it. This is why nutrition becomes more important than ever after 60. Unlike when you were younger, your body doesn't recover from bad food choices as quickly. A younger person might be able to eat sugar-laden fruits without feeling any impact, but for seniors, those same choices can mean waking up with sore muscles, experiencing weakness in the legs, or even struggling to recover after mild physical activity. The key takeaway here is this: leg strength is the single most important muscle group to protect after 60. Strong legs not only mean mobility, but also improved heart health, better circulation, reduced risk of diabetes, and even stronger bones. The legs are connected to nearly every major system in the body. So when you lose leg strength, it doesn't just affect walking, it affects your entire health. That's why this video is so critical. You may think that eating a big bowl of fruit every morning is helping you, but if you're choosing the wrong ones, you're silently sabotaging your own strength. And that's why I'm going to reveal the 7 fruits that seniors over 60 should stop eating right away. Some of them may shock you because they're commonly advertised as healthy choices. Stick with me, because after we expose these harmful fruits, I'll also share the fruit swaps that will help you rebuild strength and keep your legs powerful well into your golden years. Fruit number 1, grapes, hidden sugar bombs that weaken muscles. Let's start with the first fruit on our list, grapes. They look small, harmless, and refreshing. A perfect snack, right? But here's the problem. Grapes are loaded with fructose, a form of sugar that spikes your blood sugar levels and contributes to inflammation. And as we mentioned earlier, inflammation is one of the biggest enemies of strong muscles after 60. A single cup of grapes contains about 23 grams of sugar. That's nearly the same amount of sugar as a small candy bar. The sugar in grapes is absorbed quickly into your bloodstream, leading to a blood sugar spike followed by a crash. What does this mean for seniors? It means sudden bursts of energy followed by fatigue, weakness, and cravings. And if your muscles are already struggling with recovery, that sugar crash hits your leg strength the hardest. But it gets worse. Excess sugar from grapes is stored in the liver as fat if it isn't burned off quickly. For most seniors, we're not running marathons or sprinting to burn that sugar off, which means it stays in the body, increasing fat storage, raising inflammation, and directly weakening your muscles. Over time, this can lead to insulin resistance, which not only affects muscle performance, but also raises your risk of diabetes, a condition that further accelerates muscle breakdown. And here's something most people don't realize. Grapes also contain compounds that can interfere with calcium absorption. Since calcium is crucial for muscle contractions and bone strength, eating too many grapes can leave you with weaker muscles and more fragile bones, a dangerous combination after 60. Now, I'm not saying you can never eat grapes again, but if you want to protect your leg strength, limit them drastically. Instead, swap grapes for berries like blueberries, raspberries, or strawberries. These have much lower sugar levels, are rich in antioxidants, and actually fight inflammation rather than fueling it. Seniors who replace sugary fruits like grapes with berries often report more stable energy levels, fewer leg cramps, and better stamina. So the next time you reach for a bunch of grapes, remember, they may be sweet and tasty, but for seniors over 60, they are a sugar trap that could be silently weakening your legs. Fruit number 2, bananas. Potassium-rich but problematic for seniors. Bananas are one of the most popular fruits in the world, often marketed as a healthy energy booster. They're rich in potassium, which is essential for heart function and muscle contractions, and that's why so many seniors believe bananas are a safe daily fruit. But here's what rarely gets talked about. Bananas are also very high in sugar and starch, and for seniors over 60, that combination can be harmful to leg strength and overall muscle health. One medium banana contains about 14 grams of sugar and 27 grams of carbohydrates. While that may not sound like a lot compared to desserts, for seniors with slower metabolisms, those carbs can quickly add up and get stored as fat. When you're younger and more active, your body can use those sugars for energy. But once you're over 60, eating bananas daily can lead to spikes in blood sugar, increased inflammation, and greater risk of insulin resistance. And as we've said, when insulin resistance sets in, muscle fibers weaken faster, especially in the legs. Another issue with bananas is that many seniors eat them overripe. Overripe bananas contain even higher sugar content and a higher glycemic index, meaning they cause blood sugar to spike more rapidly. This sugar surge is followed by a crash, leaving your legs feeling heavy, fatigued, and shaky. That's the exact opposite of what you want if you're trying to stay active, independent, and strong. Yes, potassium in bananas helps prevent muscle cramps, but here's the kicker. You can get potassium from other sources that don't come with the same sugar overload. Foods like spinach, avocados, and even beans provide plenty of potassium with much better nutrient balance. So what should you do? If you love bananas, don't panic. You don't necessarily need to cut them out completely, but you should avoid eating them daily, and especially avoid eating them alone as a snack. If you must have one, pair it with a protein source like Greek yogurt, nuts, or a boiled egg. That way, the protein slows down the sugar spike and keeps your energy levels steady. Still, better alternatives exist. Seniors who want to protect leg strength should swap bananas for avocados. Avocados provide potassium, magnesium, and healthy fats that fight inflammation and strengthen muscles. Unlike bananas, they don't flood your body with sugar. Bottom line, bananas might look innocent, but eaten daily, they can sabotage muscle strength in seniors over 60. Moderation and smarter swaps are key. Fruit number 3, oranges and orange juice. Acidic muscle saboteurs. The next fruit may surprise you. Oranges. Known as a great source of vitamin C, oranges have a reputation as an immune booster. But when it comes to seniors over 60 and leg strength, oranges can actually be a hidden danger, especially when consumed as juice. Here's why. Oranges are highly acidic. As we age, our stomach lining and digestive system become more sensitive to acidity. Regularly eating acidic fruits like oranges can contribute to muscle inflammation, joint pain, and even calcium loss. And since calcium is one of the most important minerals for muscle contractions and bone health, this creates a dangerous cycle. Weak calcium levels mean weaker muscles and bones, which can drastically impact leg strength. Now, the sugar content in oranges is another issue. One medium orange contains about 12 grams of sugar, which isn't terrible, but most seniors don't stop at one. When consumed as orange juice, the problem becomes extreme. A single glass of orange juice can contain more sugar than a can of soda, with none of the fiber to slow down absorption. That means your blood sugar spikes, crashes, and leaves your legs feeling drained. Inflammation is also a big concern. The combination of sugar and acidity from oranges can trigger inflammatory responses in muscle tissue. Seniors who already struggle with arthritis or chronic inflammation often report worsened leg pain after consuming citrus fruits regularly. So, what should you eat instead? If you want the benefits of vitamin C without the sugar and acidity, consider kiwis or berries. Kiwis in particular provide more vitamin C than oranges, with less sugar and less acidity. Berries, on the other hand, not only offer vitamin C but also come packed with antioxidants that actively reduce inflammation in muscles and joints. This doesn't mean you must cut oranges out completely. An occasional slice is fine, but if you're drinking orange juice every morning or eating oranges daily, you may be unintentionally damaging your leg strength. Replace them with alternatives that fuel your muscles instead of draining them. Fruit number 4, watermelon. Refreshing but dangerous for muscle stability. On a hot summer day, few things feel as satisfying as biting into a big slice of watermelon. It's juicy, sweet, and often promoted as a hydrating, low-calorie fruit that's perfect for weight control. But when it comes to seniors over 60, watermelon may actually be one of the least helpful fruits for maintaining leg strength and long-term muscle stability. Here's why. Watermelon is made up of about 92% water and natural sugar. At first glance, that sounds refreshing and hydrating, but the truth is that watermelon provides very little in terms of nutrient density. It's basically water, sugar, and a small dose of vitamin C. When you eat a cup of watermelon, you're getting around 9 grams of sugar and almost no fiber, magnesium, or protein. That means the sugar enters your bloodstream quickly, causing a sugar spike followed by a crash. For seniors, those rapid blood sugar shifts are especially dangerous. When your energy levels spike and then plummet, your leg muscles are the first to feel the weakness. Many seniors report feeling shaky or unstable after consuming high-sugar fruits like watermelon. Over time, this cycle drains your muscle endurance and increases fatigue during activities like walking, climbing stairs, or exercising. Another concern is that watermelon lacks muscle-repairing nutrients. Strong muscles need magnesium, potassium, and protein to recover from daily use. Fruits like avocados or bananas provide these minerals, although bananas come with sugar issues, as we covered earlier. Watermelon, on the other hand, provides almost none. So while it hydrates you, it does nothing to nourish or rebuild your muscle tissue. Here's a hidden problem many seniors don't consider. Because watermelon is mostly water, eating it in the evening often leads to frequent bathroom trips at night. Interrupted sleep is a major factor in poor muscle recovery. During deep sleep, your body repairs tissues, balances hormones, and rebuilds muscle fibers. When sleep is disrupted, your muscles don't get the recovery they need, which further weakens your leg strength over time. Additionally, watermelon has a surprisingly high glycemic index, GI, which means it raises blood sugar more rapidly than many people realize. Foods with a high GI promote inflammation and accelerate the process of muscle loss in older adults. If you've been struggling with leg cramps, joint stiffness, or low stamina, watermelon might be one of the silent culprits. So what should you choose instead? If you're craving something refreshing and hydrating, go for cucumbers, celery, or coconut water. Cucumbers hydrate while providing a small dose of minerals. Celery supports circulation, and coconut water is rich in electrolytes like potassium and magnesium that actually help your muscles function better. Bottom line, watermelon might seem innocent, but for seniors over 60, it offers empty hydration and sugar spikes while weakening leg strength. Fruit number 5, pineapple. Sweet but inflammatory. Pineapple is another fruit that often confuses seniors. It's marketed as tropical, healthy, and even medicinal thanks to its enzyme bromelain, which is said to aid digestion. But when it comes to muscle strength after 60, pineapple can quietly do more harm than good. First, let's look at the sugar. A single cup of pineapple chunks contains about 16 grams of sugar, similar to grapes or bananas. While this may not seem huge, it's important to remember that pineapple sugar is absorbed quickly due to its low fiber content. That means seniors experience sharp blood sugar spikes, followed by the dreaded crashes that leave your legs feeling weak and unstable. Over time, this constant roller coaster effect accelerates sarcopenia and drains energy from your lower body. Now let's talk about acidity. Pineapple is one of the most acidic fruits. This can irritate the stomach lining, weaken tooth enamel, and, more importantly, leach calcium from your body. Calcium isn't just for bones. It's essential for muscle contraction. Without proper calcium levels, your leg muscles struggle to contract efficiently, leading to weakness, trembling, and greater risk of falls. The bromelain in pineapple is often praised, but here's what's rarely said. In sensitive seniors, bromelain can actually cause digestive irritation, bloating, and discomfort. When your gut is irritated, your body doesn't absorb muscle-building nutrients like protein and magnesium effectively. That means pineapple can indirectly interfere with your body's ability to repair and strengthen leg muscles. Pineapple is also linked to inflammation when eaten in excess. While bromelain has anti-inflammatory properties in theory, the combination of high sugar and high acidity outweighs those benefits for most seniors. Chronic inflammation is the #1 enemy of strong legs, as it eats away at both muscles and joints. So what's the alternative? If you want a tropical fruit that supports digestion without the sugar overload, choose papaya. Papaya also contains digestive enzymes, but it's lower in sugar, less acidic, and easier on the stomach. It also provides antioxidants like vitamin A and vitamin C that help reduce inflammation and protect muscles. In conclusion, while pineapple might look like a fun, healthy fruit, it's really a sweet saboteur that seniors should limit or avoid if they want to maintain strong legs and independence. Finally, protect your legs, protect your independence. Now that we've gone through the list, it's time to step back and look at the big picture. We've exposed how certain fruits, often thought of as healthy, can actually harm seniors over 60 by weakening their leg strength. Grapes with their sugar spikes, bananas with their high carbs, oranges with their acidity, watermelon with its empty hydration, and pineapple with its sugar-acid combo. All of these can contribute to weaker muscles, faster sarcopenia, and higher risks of falls. The lesson here is clear. Not all fruits are created equal. While they all provide some vitamins, some also deliver hidden dangers like excess sugar, inflammation, or mineral depletion. And when you're over 60, your body simply doesn't bounce back from these issues the way it once did. Every food choice counts more than ever. Remember this: your legs are your foundation. Strong legs mean independence, mobility, and confidence. Weak legs mean instability, fear of falling, and reliance on others. By avoiding the wrong fruits and replacing them with muscle-friendly alternatives like berries, avocados, papaya, and kiwis, you give your body the nutrients it needs to fight inflammation, maintain strong muscles, and keep you active. Another important point is balance. You don't need to cut all these fruits out forever, but you do need to be intentional. Don't make grapes, bananas, or watermelon a daily habit. Limit citrus and pineapple. Focus instead on fruits that offer antioxidants, minerals, and healthy fats without the sugar overload. Your future self, walking confidently and living independently, will thank you. So let me leave you with this. Protecting your leg strength after 60 isn't about doing one big thing. It's about making small, consistent changes. Choosing the right fruits, staying active, getting enough protein, and focusing on muscle recovery are the keys to staying strong. If this video opened your eyes, make sure you like, share, and subscribe for more science-backed senior health tips. And drop a comment below. Which fruit surprised you the most today? Were you eating one of these daily? Let's get the conversation started because your health could inspire someone else. Your legs are your freedom. Protect them, and you protect your independence.